Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to everybody watching me out there. Everyone who has joined us for this phenomenal event. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here with us. Today is Saturday, the 27th day of March 2021. And today is the first day of this wonderful Career and Business Summit event that you're here for, the Build to Last virtual conference. If you're excited to be here this evening, please give me some love. Show me some love in the comment section. Say something in the comment section. Give me all the hearts. Give me all the love. Give me all the fire emojis. I want to see them. I want to see them because we're going to be doing this together this evening. If you can hear me and can see me well, please say something in the comment section. Give me fire, give me hearts, give me flowers, give me everything that has to do with love because I will need all the love this evening. Come on, let me see you do that. Let me see you give me all the love, all the flowers. I love flowers a lot. You could tell because you can see on the screen my name is Rose. So Rose is a kind of flower, yeah. So if I like flowers, it's because, well, it's in my name. So give me those flowers, give me those love emojis, those heart emojis. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you can see me. Yes. Oh my God. And I can see that our guest for tonight has already joined us. And I'm really excited because he's somebody that I have been looking forward to meeting. So imagine having him here with us this evening. So yes, imagine having him here with us this evening. Yes, so yeah, is that all? Is that all the love I can get? Is that all the love I can get? So tell me, how did you get to find out about this event? Who told you about it? Who told you about it? Where did you find out from? And what expectation do you have for this event? Surely you can't tell me you came for an event like this and you don't have any expectation. That it's not possible. Right now I can see the 4 people who are actively viewing this evening. Let me know where you're viewing from. Let me know where you're viewing from, and let me know what is happening in your area. Let me know what is happening in your area, okay? Let me know where you're viewing from. Yeah, I can see there are people viewing now. So yeah, where are you viewing from? How did you get to know about this event? And what expectation do you have this evening? It might interest you to know that our guest is already ready, very, very ready to get it running. And it makes me excited because for a lot of reasons. The first is that he's someone who keeps the time. I mean, it's just 7 p.m. on the dot, and he's already here waiting to unleash on us. And he's somebody who isn't just a speaker of things, he's a doer of things, if you know what I'm saying. You know, in our generation today, it's very easy to find noisy people everywhere, noisy people who think they know what they are doing, and who think that what they are doing is actually the way, but he isn't somebody like that. He's someone who does things, and he's very willing to share his knowledge with us this evening, and it makes me very excited to have him on the show today. So I can see somewhere in the comment section viewing from the United States of Abba. Okay, how is Abba today? How is Abba today? Did it rain in Abba? It's been raining a lot where I am, so I hope the rain hasn't been falling that much over there, and you've not been affected. Okay. Yes, I can see someone else in the comment section saying that she's excited to be here. And yes, I love that fire emoji because fire emojis have the way of firing you up, just like the name fire. So when you see fire emojis, you're fired up. So thank you so much, Nguhe Tangua. I hope I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So I'd like you to do something before we get straight into the business of the day. Yes. Ah, see my flowers. Oh my God. So please, if you're watching this right now, I'd like you to do something. Please forward the YouTube link, the link to everyone on your contact list. Tell them the good news is about to start. Tell them we are about to get it rolling. It's already 6 minutes past the hour of 7, and we do not intend to keep anyone waiting or for too long. So forward the link that led you to this particular broadcast. Please forward it to your friends, forward it to your contact list, forward it on your WhatsApp status, your Facebook timeline, your Instagram, wherever. Tell them that the Prince Doctor is with us this evening and he's about to unleash magic. Tell them that we're prepared to have our heads corrected and to have our lives realigned for the career and business success that we desire. So forward this link, please. Let everybody hear the good news. You shouldn't hold this information because it's not a kind of information that you should hold for yourself. So I see 7 people are viewing this right now. So please forward the link. Let everybody know that we are about to get it rolling. So I just remember that I didn't do a proper introduction of myself. Actually, I did not forget. It was deliberate. It was deliberate because, yes, I want to have more people before I tell you my phenomenal name. Okay, my name is Rose Joseph Umi, and among every other thing that I do, I'm a human empowerment agent who believes that young people should have the opportunity to get access to information, to get access to opportunities and platforms that will bring about human empowerment. And I'm also a corporate MC. I am also a writer, a storyteller, fiction writer. I am also a novelist, and I'm also a speaker. In fact, I'm so many things. So this evening, I will be your anchor for the program, and we're about to get started. Please remember that it's important for you to pass this information to everyone out there who you care about. Let them know that something big is happening here and that. Okay, what is this about? Thank you so much for this question. So calm down. I love that your blood is hot, Nemeka do, but take it easy. We're going to explain everything that you're here for. And at the end of the day, you'll be glad that you're here. So primarily, this is the Build to Last virtual conference organized by the Double Aged Impact Network. And among other things that we're here to do, most times, okay, we live in a very noisy world, a world that makes it difficult for people to access important information because there's so much noise out there. So this means that even when someone wants information, it's difficult for them to access it. Information that I'm talking about is pertaining to business and career. So information pertaining to business and career. So people want to start businesses, but they don't know how to start. Let me tell you the truth. I am actually in this category. I want to start a business. I want to, like, I have things I'm doing, but yeah, I want more. I want to do so many other things. But somehow it's as if I am in the dark on how to do a lot of them. It's either the information I am seeking is not readily available or it is difficult to access, probably from the lives of people whom I would love to learn from. So that's why Double Age Impact Summit decided to organize this summit today and tomorrow, to just bank on the experiences of people who have gone ahead to bring us information on how we can make the best of our business and our career lives. So if you're someone who wants to start a business and you've been looking for information on how to start, how you can organize a team, how you can manage people, then you are in the right place. On the other hand, if you're somebody who maybe you don't want to start your own business, but you want to accelerate, you want to climb your corporate ladder faster. Let's say you already have a job, and you don't want to leave your job, you just want to get higher, you want to climb faster. This is also for you because we are going to be tapping from the experiences of people who have gone ahead of us to find out how we can climb faster on the corporate ladder and also how we can start our business. And the third party also are for people who want to start a business or who already have a business, but they don't know how to take it to the next level. I mean, this is post-COVID-19, and we know what happened in 2020, where people lost their jobs. It was It was a crazy year. Yes, some people, it was a very crazy year, but businesses also came up in 2020, and some people lost their businesses. So people have this question on how they can move their businesses, especially in this COVID, post-COVID area. So how can you adjust in this COVID era, and how can you move your business from the level it is now to the level that you want it to be? I don't know if I've answered your question, Nemeka. Yeah, I hope I have. So I see more people have joined us. Thank you so much, Queen Yusuf, for joining. So, Joseph, we can see you. Thank you so much. Yes, please keep spreading the word. Tell people that the Prince Doctor is about to unleash magic on us this evening. And if you can hear me, please encourage me. Please show me some love. Send me those emojis, those love emojis, those fire emojis, flower emojis. Keep my mood high so that we get to sail the ship together. I hope you can see this now. I hope you can see this. So please, if you can see this, if you can see this, please, please say something. Yeah, good. I can see it. I can see someone sending me fire emojis. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. Uh, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So look at what I want you to do right now. This is an important time. What I want you to do is to get your writing material ready, because right about now, I'm about to introduce our first speaker for the night. Our first, in fact, he's the person opening the gate for us. It's like he's standing by the gate side and he has the key. So if he opens it for us, we're going to come in. So the thing is that he has given me the permission to finally bring his handsome face to the screen. So right now, I want to introduce our speaker. Please listen as I do that. Our speaker for this night is no other person than Mr. Ayodeji Ebadan. And he's a multiple award-winning entrepreneur. He's the founder of Prince Doctor Africa, an innovative publishing and tech company with the first print-on-demand publishing platform in sub-Saharan Africa. He has over 14 years combined experience in corporate and business management, including 8 years with Nestle Nigeria PLC, exiting in 2015 as the maintenance officer, where he led performance improvement teams that saved more than the 300 million naira in 2 years. He's the author of 5 books. I'm telling you, Shift. The first is Shift, a simple, practical guide to take you from employee to CEO in 30 days. The second book is 7 Reasons You're Stuck on a Job and How to Break Free. Shift 2, Fundamentals of Side Hustle. The fourth book, Publish Your Book Without Stress. And the last on our list, the Business Intelligence Cookbook, the right ingredients for building innovative and sustainable businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, he's somebody who has empowered and continues to inspire others by trying not to be normal, but super normal. He works within his convictions, and it makes him always try new things, chart unknown courses, and creates blue oceans in business. He teaches business, and most importantly, he does business. He's a regular speaker for Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship and in many associations, including Skill Factory Africa and Print Doctor Africa Online Training Center. Ladies and gentlemen, he believes very strongly in innovation and renovation. He's multi-talented, a gospel recording artist with 1 album, several singles, and plays 5 musical instruments. Can you believe that? He's a founder of Abara Ibese Youth Empowerment Program, a program that trained more than 400 young people under 13 in his community. He's the founder of Abase Ibese Youth Program, a program that has trained more than 400 young people in his community. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too heavy, can you put them together as we bring to the podium the Prince Doctor himself? I need to see you clap.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here this evening. How are we all doing today? Trust it's been a very, very good good evening. I've been here since the program started, and I love the excitement. I love the energy level in the room. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. I love what I'm seeing in the comment section. I can see the fire. Thank you, Titi Wealth. Thank you, Mbema Esther. Thank you, Bamdele Blessing. And I have been asked to speak this evening on designing an effective career plan. So I believe that this topic is more for young people who are just starting or who have not started, are about to start. I have made my content in such a way that it will benefit young people who are about to start or who just started their careers. So thank you for the introduction. I'm fortunate to have had experience in in the corporate sector. I'm fortunate to have had I've had experience also in business, and that's where I am right now. And I'm also building I'm building in the corporate sector because I'm also building employee base. I have 4 people, 4 full-time staff, and more than 8 part-time staff right now. So this is something that I can share with you. So one of the things that uh, some of the things that I do not put in my bio, or that I did not put in my bio because I didn't consider it very significant. However, I will tell you is that in 2005, I worked with uh, I worked with Kia Motors for just about a year. I worked with Kia Motors for just about a year, and I was pre-delivery inspector. And I thought that that was where how my career would go because I really wanted to be an auto engineer, but it was not so because sickness took me out of that, and I spent the first 3 months of 2006 in the hospital. By the time I came out, I finally got a job with Nestle in 2007, and that's where the story really starts from. Now, why am I saying this? Where I started from in the beginning is not where you really want to start your career from. I worked with the typical Indian company where you work so much and you earn so little, and there is almost no career progression for you. Why am I saying this? Because I want you to understand that whatever it is you're going through, the speaker has probably gone through it, and whatever your experience is, whatever your experience is, no matter how bad it is, it does not determine your future. Okay, so because as of then, even though I loved to be an entrepreneur, it was difficult to predict that I would be an employer of labor and I'll be creating a blue ocean business. Okay, in a very red ocean in sub-Saharan Africa. So so as not to waste your time, because I want to have opportunity to answer questions, I will start by telling you what my brother-in-law told me. Fortunately, he's also an engineer, and he told me as of when I was in school, he said, your first job is likely to determine your career journey. Okay. And you may contest this, a lot of people may contest this, but by my experience, I found this to be largely true, maybe 75 to 80% true. I consider this 75 to 80% true because I have seen many people. I'll give you an example of a gentleman that I know who whose first job was my senior in the Polytechnic, whose first job was with um Friesland Campina, I think those guys that produce milk. Yes, those guys that produce peak milk, and it was in the packaging department. From there, he left and joined Nestle, where we met again. He joined Nestle, and he found his way one way or the other also into packaging development until he became a packaging expert, up to the point that he was sent to Switzerland and he became a packaging expert for the whole of Central and West African regions, almost 14 countries. That's not the very interesting part. The final interesting part is that this year, this gentleman resigned and he has floated his own packaging development and engineering company. Look, he studied mechanical engineering and he found himself in this direction. You know, when you're young and you just finish school, you take up any job. Now, this is the warning I have for you before we start talking. Be careful the job you take. If it is, don't be too desperate, especially if you know that you do not have this strong heart. I can assure you that if you do not have a very strong heart to make a detour all over again, the first career you take is likely going to be your major career or your career till the end or till retirement. Okay, so be careful. Be careful. See, the more time you spend in an industry, the more opportunities that come your way. And that means that you probably keep growing in that industry. Look, if it is good for you, I'm just letting you know because a lot of people do not know this, and I'm glad that my brother-in-law told me this back then. If you do not choose your industry carefully, you will probably be growing in a field that you do not desire. Look, there is nobody that can last for 1,000 years. So the number of years you're going to be living on earth, make sure that you are happy with what you're doing. So if you're going to develop or build your career, it is important that you find to take care with your first job. Are you with me this evening? Please, I'll be glad to know that you're following me. If you can make the relevant comments in the comment section, let me know that you are following me this evening. Okay, now I have a couple. This conversation is divided into three how do I call it? Do I call them sections or roadmaps? The first one is I have three questions you must ask yourself. The second one, three decisions you must make. And the third one is the roadmap to designing your career plan. And it is 6 steps that I am giving you this evening. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't want to spend much more time than I have been given. So the first question you must ask yourself is, what's the plan? What's the plan? What exactly is the plan? Do not be like your mates and do not be like your friends who will just, the only plan is to finish school. Ladies and gentlemen, the only plan for your life cannot be just to finish school. There must be something you want to, you are desirous of. Look, I am not saying that your plan is going to be 100%. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be gifted with the gift of seeing 25 years ahead. There is no plan that is perfect, but a bad plan or an imperfect plan is better than no plan. So the first question is, what's the plan? What do you have written down? My pastor usually refers to some of the things he wrote in his book 25 years ago while he was in the university that are now useful for his ministry. He's a lawyer, by the way. Now, I have things that I wrote down about 15, 20 years ago that once in a while I get back to them, and it begins to help me to stay on the track. So a life without a plan is like, what do I call this now? A life without a plan is like, if you're a science student or if you've been in sciences, you see when they draw the pattern for gaseous state. The gaseous movement is random. It just bounces off and then just just bounces off, has no particular destination in mind. So a weak plan, an imperfect plan is better than a life without a plan. So the question is, what is the plan? It's going to help you stay on the track. It's going to help you determine what you want to do. I have a brother who is in the banking industry and has spent about 17, 18 years in the banking industry now. And he studies statistics, and he keeps saying to me that each time there is a plan he wrote in 1996. Okay, he's my brother, my blood brother, same father, same mother. So I know what I'm talking about. He said in 1996 he wrote something, and he's going back to this. So while he's in banking, he's taking courses. He's taking courses, MBA, and all that. That is taking it back. That is taking him back. So he has the plan. Even though he has gone into banking, he's married with 4 children, he's built his house, he's built a nice career in banking. His mind has not left the plan. So he's making money, but the plan is where the purpose is lie. I mean, where the purpose lies. Okay. So what's the plan? And the best time to plan is before you start executing. A lot of us, um, a lot of us okay, I'm seeing questions coming in now, so I'll get there. A lot of us, you know, start planning by the time we have started life. You don't start planning when you started paying rent. You don't start planning. This is an opportunity for those who this will be useful for. You think you have a lot of time in your hands now. When life hits you, you will realize that there is a lot to do. So you don't start planning when life starts happening to you. You don't start planning when you have 2 children already. You don't start planning when you have a career and a boss is chasing you, I mean, all around the place with pressure. Okay. So, what is the plan? Get your plan in place. What's the desired? The second question is this: what is your desired personal development plan? Again, what is your desired personal development plan? I'm going to come back to this question by Benga Dene once I'm done with the first section. I told you I have 3 sections. Okay. So, what's your desired personal development plan? Now, a lot of people do not realize that your personal development or their personal development is their primary responsibility. It's not your company's responsibility. It's not your parents' responsibility. That is why it is called personal development plan. Now, I spent 8 years in Nestle, and they had this thing called personal development plan. Although it is personal, human resources ensures that there is a conversation between you and your manager on your personal development plan. This is how it works. If you bring nothing to your manager, you get nothing out of that conversation. It's supposed to be an annual conversation, just before, or I think quarterly or annual, something like that. But if you do not bring something, it's personal. No matter how much the organization places value on personal development, if you do not take it personal, you will not be able to get anything out of the offers the company is giving. So your personal development is your responsibility. So you must ask yourself, what do I want to become? How do I go about this? What do I need to do? So normally in some large organizations, human resources will plan your training based on your personal development plan. I think you should do this for yourself. If your personal development plan tells you what you really want to become, now you own you owe yourself the responsibility to make it go beyond just a plan. Now, with a plan, you know that this is what I desire to become. The plan is not really about what do I want to become, it's mainly about who do I want to become. Because who you are can influence every other part of your life. Who you become, how effective you are as a person, how secure you are as a person, how intellectual, how intellectually sound you are as a person, how knowledgeable and how competent you are. It's about who you are, do you want to become. It influences everything you do. The excellence with which you handle yourself is how you will handle responsibilities given to you. So you have to take your personal development plan very seriously. The third one I would say is, who is your idol? Now, when I say who is your idol, I do not mean that um, I do not mean spiritual now. And I will tell you in the next section why I'm going this way. Look, who your idol is, who you look up to. A lot of people do not have opportunity, or do not think it is right to have people they look up to. And a lot of people want to look up to everybody. And so they become confused about life. You want to become a copywriter because they say copywriting is good. Then you find somebody who is making money in print industry. You want to become like print doctor. And then the next one, you find someone is doing, is a public speaker. You want to become a public speaker. Now that's greed basically. That's greed basically. But I will ask you that do not choose an idol until you have determined the plan. So that's why I made it number 3. So when you know where you're going, you can have someone that you look up to, because it's going to help you to stay on the track. You're going to be very discouraged on many fronts. You're going to be discouraged on many fronts, you know. You're going to find situations that will change your focus. You're going to find situations that will make you feel like you're doing things wrong, that will bring you down, that will make you sometimes emotional. But when you see someone that you look up to, you may know the person, you may not know the person. Just if you have something you're looking up to, you'll have someone you're looking up to, it's going to provide inspiration. I'll get there in a bit. So before I go to the next 2 sections, the question has it left my okay, the question the person asked, thank God I read it. I can't see it again. The question the person asked was that when I talked about your first job will probably determine your career path forever, I mean, to the end of your career. And they say, okay, how do you return? That's why I said, if you remember what I said in the beginning, okay, a lot of folks get the first job to survive because necessities have been laid on them by family, peer needs. They thought may be difficult after a long time. How can people correct this? One of the things I want us to know is this: it is possible, but it's difficult. It is possible. It is possible, but it's difficult. The first thing I did, I used to say something when I preach in church, but back then, and when I teach entrepreneurship, I tell them something that I have decided that I will not get to senior management position in my company before I leave. So by the time my career started to blossom, I left because it's difficult at that point. Look, when you receive a lot from a company like Nestle, you will forget your dreams. You understand what I'm saying? When you receive certain alert from a company like Chevron, all your dreams will just fly away. So you have to be careful. Look, no matter how much money you make on a job, if it is not your dream, because I'm not saying don't do your job. I'm not saying don't get involved in a career. I'm saying that if it is not your dream, you might end up as a miserable retiree. And I am very sorry to say this, but that's the truth. I'm not saying you should cross over to entrepreneurship like I did. I'm saying that you should find a career path that suits you. I'm saying that you should find what you will be proud of, to say to your children, this is what I wanted to do. This is what I did with my life. You will find out you will be more effective. So it is important. Number one, it takes us back to personal development. ensure, if you are going to jump ship from where necessity of life took you to where you desire to be, start by developing yourself in the future you your desire. I'll say it again. Start by developing yourself in the future you desire, in the future you envisage. You may be in agriculture, but you want to go into banking. Start taking courses in banking while agriculture gives you the money. You may be, let me tell you something. My godfather is the first rotary engineer in the whole of Nigeria. Rotary, if you are an engineer, you understand that before these engines that use pistons and all that were made, car engines like for Mazda, for which it was Mazda Japan, for which it was their representative in Nigeria back then in the 70s, in the early 70s or late 60s. He was the first rotary engineer in Nigeria. Now, even though he became the first rotary engineer in Nigeria, he was trained in Japan, he was trained in the UK, and he did not start like that. He started as a teacher. His father did not send him to secondary school. He stopped education under experience from at primary level. I don't know what they will call it, but it was not sent to secondary school. It was not sent to high school because his father said he had no interest in him. He was training other children. So what did he do? The first thing he did, I'm trying to tell you this story to inspire you. The first thing he did was he enrolled in teachers training college. He did some jobs, odd jobs. He sent himself to teachers training college. He came out and became a teacher in this Lagos. He became from there. He became a teacher somewhere in Ekiti. He told me some of these stories many years ago. From this teaching, he was able to raise money to go to the UK to learn to become an engineer. He went to the university in the UK and eventually became an engineer. So, who told you that you cannot shift? Who says you cannot transit? Your mind must never leave the plan. Your mind must never leave the plan. No, that is the plan. He always wanted to be an engineer, but his plan was truncated by life because his father was not interested in sending him to school. So, but the easiest for him to do was to become a teacher. From that, he raised money and he became an engineer. Okay, so he became a consultant for Shell. He became a consultant for Chevron. He became the Oluwalodmo Motors. For those who are in Lagos, you know Oluwalodmo Motors. He was like he basically put his life into the plan, despite the challenge and the detour he had early in life. So, what am I telling you this evening? You can still make the shift and put all your development. If you do not want to continue in engineering, don't take engineering courses. If you want to continue in something else, that is where you should put your plan. You know, that is where you should put all your personal development efforts. Okay, the future you desire. I hope that has taken care of that. So I believe that anyone can switch. Despite all the odds, anyone can switch. You just have to, forgive me, chop enough liver. It's very simple. The world responds to the bold and the fearless, not stupidly fearless. Don't just jump, make the plan work. So the world responds to the bold and the fearless. So whatever you have done, if you do not have boldness to take the required step, you may not be able to do this. So the second section, I'm going to the second section. I hope I've been able to do justice to that question. This is decisions you must make, and there are three. Number one, you must own your personal journey. Please, there are people who believe and I'm saying this by experience. Please pay attention. There are people who believe that their lives and the result they get is dependent on someone else. Can you imagine someone who is an adult with adult children saying, I have no one to help me? Look, who is going to help you? All of us must look up to God. All of us must look up to God. There is no one to help anybody. There is no one to help anybody. God can help you. If the person you are looking up to help you needs help, look, that manager you are looking up, that uncle you are looking up to help you, if he shows you what his problem is or all his problems, all right, you will be weeping on his behalf. So look, there's nobody's going to help you. Okay, it seems like I'm now, but it's like I'm far ahead. The internet is taking me far ahead of the people watching live, but it's okay. Look, nobody is going to help you. Nobody is going to save you if you do not take your own personal journey, if you do not own your own personal journey. I can't imagine somebody, an adult who is beyond 21, saying, nobody helps me. Nobody helps me. Look, nobody helps those who seek help. People help people that render help. For example, if I do not do what I do today, the over 300 people that have paid me to produce their books will not do so. Imagine that I am going to all those 300 people to tell them to help me, that I need money. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I need money, but I'm not going to ask for money. I'm going to render valuable services. So you have to take, and if I'm going to render valuable services, I have to take my development seriously. I have to own my journey, own your personal journey. Know that your future is dependent on God and you. Until you stop looking at people for help, you will not look up for progress. Okay? Number two, if you have not entered that rat race, please don't take a job you don't see a future in, except you know you are strong enough. You know yourself. You are strong enough to take the plunge when the time comes, or else you'll be stuck. I can assure you. Look, I have friends. I know people who are who believe they are stuck because they took that decision to take a job they don't see a future in because of money. Don't be stuck. This program, this my session, I know it's for young people. So I'm telling you, I am warning you ahead. Listen, there are people who said all they wanted to do was make small money and run and do their own thing. Ladies and gentlemen, some of them have done 20 years anniversary. It seemed like it was just yesterday. Some of them have done 25 years anniversary. It seemed like just yesterday that they planned to enter a job they did not love, to make small money and run. From there, they started getting married. From there, they started building houses. From there, their children started going to school. After that, then they started getting promotion. The money started coming in. That's the end of those dreams and those desires. I believe that only 5% of people are able to cross from their money making career to their purpose driven career. I believe only 5% are able to cross. So I say, don't take a job you don't see a future in, except you just need the money and you have the guts to jump ship. You will never get to a point when it will be easy to jump ship. You will never. Take it from me. You will never get to a point when everything will be set. You will never get to a point when everything will be set. Then you will now say, now I want to start my business. You will never get to that point. Okay, so you have to be a strong man. Your heart must be strong. You must be able to do this. But I doubt if you can predict yourself. When you see money, some of us here have not seen money. When you see money, dreams will die. When you see money, you will first pack all your dreams and go and throw them into one lagoon. So be careful taking a job you don't see a future in. Number three, decisions you must make. Number three, seek and get a mentor in your desired industry. So in the first one, I said, who is your idol, right? Here I'm saying, seek and get a mentor. Look, your mentor, you must have personal relationship with you. I believe that mentoring means that I'm holding your hands. I'm helping you not to make the kind of mistakes I have made. I have enough experience to help you, and I have enough relationship with you to say the strong thing. Now, your idol may provide inspiration. Pay attention to this. Your idol may provide inspiration, but your mentor will provide guidance. I'll say it again. Your idol may provide inspiration, but your mentor will provide guidance. Now, I'm not telling you what I read somewhere. I'm telling you how I live my life. So my idol, I call him my role model, is I put idol in inverted commas. Is a gentleman, a 42-year-old gentleman called Patrick Bet-David. He operates in an industry that is completely unrelated to mine. So there's no way he can mentor me. But I see the energy with which he does things. This is an American Iranian, a man who was born in war-torn Iran, who was a refugee in several European countries before his father his parents eventually got him into the United States. By the time he got into the United States, he could not speak English. Okay. And it was the worst in his class. He did not even he did not even get into a university. He barely finished high school, and he got into finance industry. He joined finance industry the one day before September 11, 2001. You remember September 11? So as an Iranian, as someone from the Middle East, you join finance industry on the day before 9/11, and then the next day, your fellow Arabians, your fellow Middle Easterns bombed the United States. How do you think your journey would be in life? Do you think that it was going to be easy for him to make progress in the United States after people from his region of the world killed several people? Now, this man has gone ahead to employ his business today, PHP agency, has gone ahead to employ 20,000 agents. He has over 20,000 agents working for him. He has offices in 49 different states of the United States. You know that one state in the United States is almost as big as Nigeria. He has offices in 49 states, including Puerto Rico. Okay, this is a gentleman who came with nothing, who was nothing. His parents, in between all these struggles, divorced. So everything was against him. Sometimes in 2019 or thereabout, he went to speak in his alma mater, and one of his teachers back then, who is still there, thought maybe he drove somebody to the place. He couldn't believe that it was the one who was coming to inspire students. It couldn't believe that Patrick Bet-David would be the keynote address speaker in a high school. And he said, wow, how is your life now? I hope everything is right with you now. He didn't know he was speaking with somebody who runs a multi-billion-dollar company. He himself according to what I read on the internet about him, is worth more than $150 million. Check Valuetainment on YouTube. I believe you're watching on YouTube. Check Valuetainment on YouTube. So this is a guy that I call my role model, or if you like, my idol. I love the drive, but he's not my mentor. My mentor is somebody that I know one-on-one, who has spent more than 21 years in this publishing industry. He's not popular, he's not super rich, but he has gone through everything that I will go through. And so he helps me when I get stuck in some occasions. I cannot talk to Patrick Bet David. He is not a publisher. I have to talk to somebody in the industry that I have close connection with, that I can speak to. Sometimes when I'm talking with my mentor, we are on the phone for 2 hours. I'm telling you the truth. So I'm trying to tell you that seek and get a mentor in your desired industry. When I walked up to him many years ago, I used to do work designs back then. And I said, Pastor Lodson, I want to be like you. You know what he told me? He said, I don't have your time. He came to our church to preach. He said, I don't have your time. And I told him, okay, please just let me know what I can do. He said, okay, well, the only thing I can do for you is go and study the jobs I have done. And I did study jobs he has done. Okay, so that's for decisions you must take. So I'll recap those 3 decisions you must take. Number 1, you must own your personal journey. Number 2, don't take a job you don't see a future in except you have the lever to pull out. Number 3, seek and get a mentor in your desired industry. Your idol may be your inspiration, but your mentor will provide guidance. All right. Thank you. The third one you must do, the third roadmap, and this one is very important. I believe even if I stop now, somebody has picked something. Am I clear? Is that true, or am I deluded? Am I sure that I'm right? That even if I stop right now, somebody has picked something. Please let me know in the comment section. I'm monitoring that. Let me know in the comment section that truly, if I stop now, somebody has picked something. Okay, so the third one is designing the career plan. Number 1, it is important for you to understand the possibilities in the industry and the ecosystem you are in. I'll take it again. It is important for you to understand the possibilities in the industry and ecosystem you are in. Look, don't be deluded and don't be deceived. There are limitations in every industry. If you're taking a job, there are limitations in certain industries. There are companies you get to. If you are an HND holder, there is a problem for you. Okay? Please let us be true to ourselves. There are industries, there are companies you get to. If what you have is HND, there is problem for you. So you need to understand the possibilities in that industry and the ecosystem you are in. Okay. Number 2, understand the options available within the industry and outside the ecosystem. So what I'm saying is this: even though you understand that these are limitations, you must try to find out the options available within the industry. Look, in the same industry, there are companies that don't discriminate against HND. If I were you and I have an HND, those are the kind of companies I will look for. Okay, look, there is nothing wrong with you if you have HND. There is nothing wrong with you. Whatever it is you have is better than none. Okay, so but you need to don't let anybody make you feel lower than yourself. If you don't understand what the options are within and outside the ecosystem, you will not know how to make the required choices to make your shift. Okay, number 3, write your career plans with timeline. I talked about the personal development, but you need to write your career plans. You need to understand. Look, when I say understand the possibilities, you also need to understand what is the what is the trajectory that is possible in this industry. So you need to know if you are from a team leader, if you're in engineering, from a team leader, you become supervisor, then you become assistant engineer, then you become a maintenance engineer, then a plant engineer. You need to help. I mean, you need to understand. You need to understand what are the possibilities in your career and industry. So you need to. That's the point now. Third point now. So you create your career plans with timelines. I said until you stop looking for help, nobody will help you. Okay, so there are people who have built a career in seeking help. So I know everybody needs help. There is no, even the people that want to help you need help. But until you stop making yourself a perpetual beggar of help, nobody will help you. You'll become how do I call it now? Repulsive. That's the word. You become repulsive. You enter into a room and people are running away. Okay? People are running away because they know that you're repulsive. You are always in need. Okay, so that's what I meant by until you stop looking for help, people will not help you. Okay, so number 4. So what I meant there is instead of looking for help, provide value. I said I've done more than 300 books for 300 people. And if all I did was to start asking them for money, there's no way all those over 300 people will have paid me. But what I did was to start a company that provides the value they require and they pay me. So provide value, stop looking for help. So number 4, if you're finally in a job, maintain an open relationship with your manager. Some of you think that by fighting your manager or by being let me use the word casco. I have the feeling that most of the people listening to me are from the east. But in the southwest, there is a word called casco. All those people that are always like this. I hope I'm not entertaining you. I'm here to inspire you. They're always like this. They don't talk to people. They believe that their spirituality means that they should be unreasonable with human relationships. Okay, no, 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 no. You have to maintain an open relationship with your manager. I'm not asking you to commit sin when he wants you to do so. But what I'm saying is that until you are able to relate with your manager, your abilities will not be discovered. Your growth will not be harnessed. Your potentials will not be harnessed. Okay, so make sure that you maintain an open relationship with your manager. Let me tell you, they don't promote people they don't like. No, look, be the best engineer in the whole wide world. Be the best accountant in the whole wide world. Let them add. You are able to add 1 trillion plus 125 trillion plus everything, and in 5 seconds, be smarter than the smartest computer. If they don't like you, you are not going anywhere. So if you have any questions, please put it in the comment because I'm about to round off now. So number 5 is understand the politics and policies for growth in your company. I don't know who will be watching this, so I'll be very careful with what I'm about to say now. So it's not like I'm trying to expose some people. There are people in many companies, including where I have worked, that the only reason they have not that they did not make progress is because they did not understand the politics and the policies for growth in that company. They think that company belongs to their church. They think that company belongs to their club. And so it is when they practice what they are taught in their club or the doctrine of their church. That is what will give them promotion on the job. Now, listen, I am not saying that commit sin. I am still a believer. But there are certain things that you must do. You can avoid telling lies and still be well positioned in your job. You can avoid telling lies. You can avoid, but still maintain open relationship with people who don't share your faith. You should understand that, like where I worked, being able to do the job is important, but being able to explain what you do, good presentation skills of what you have done is important. So no matter, okay, so I put that in inverted commas. Being able to do the job is important, but being able to communicate what you have done correctly is important. So you have been able to build 75,000 story buildings, but you cannot explain what you did. But somebody who built 3-story buildings was able to make beautiful presentation and was able to explain it and share the benefit to the company. The guy's benefit to the company may not be as large as those who built 75,000 story buildings. But the fact that you were not able to communicate it effectively, don't complain, ladies and gentlemen. Don't cry. It is not the fault of the company. Management of such large organizations have so much to do. They have so much in their minds that you think they will assume that you have done well if you cannot speak it. Look, there are hundreds and thousands of people seeking their attention. It is the person, I'm just giving this as an example, that can explain and can communicate what he has done. For example, I'm just giving this as an example that will get their attention. So it's not a matter of being insane, it's about understanding how people grow in this company. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me just summarize it. You need to understand how people grow in that company. If there is a way you can do it and it is within your values, you stay there and grow within the company according to the policies there. There are companies that if you do not have an MBA, they can't consider you for management position. But you are there, you say, I resume at 6 a.m., I close by 10 p.m., but you have not added MBA. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing anybody can do for you. You cannot attain that position, okay? And the final one is have an exit plan. Have an exit plan, okay? Have what? An exit plan. This is the end of Solomon Groundy. Have an exit plan. Whatever it is you do, always know that if you did not start that company, your end will come at some point. Some people's exit plan is their pension scheme. Fantastic. Some people's exit plan is going into entrepreneurship. Fantastic. But to keep going to work, not knowing how it will end or not planning how it will end, is more or less like preparing yourself for problems in old age. That's why you hear that some people were managers at some companies. The companies are defunct now, and then these men are now doing driver for school buses or security at the gate of a big man, because there was not an exit plan in place. Right from the very day you start that job, begin to picture the end in your mind. If your exit is how you will switch to another company, but the exit plan is not just for one job, it must be for the end of your active years at work. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to inspire somebody. It's 5 minutes past eight right now, and I've come to the end of my presentation this evening. Hello, Rose.
Hello, thank you so much, sir. That was a beautiful section. Like, I've written plenty. My book is already filled up. Thank you so much, sir. Personally, I got a lot of value, plenty value. And then, wow, chop enough liver. The word responds to the bold and fearless. I love how you just said it in that pigeon. You made it to drive the point home. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
I personally have a question, sir.
Okay.
Yes, please just a second. I wrote it down here. Um, okay. So, my question is: are people supposed to be entitled to information about the politics and policies that exist in a particular company? Are people supposed to be entitled to them? Like, is there supposed to be a way for people to find out these particular?
Okay. In standard organization, policies are open. Policies are communicated. I was a lead auditor for integrated management system. That includes quality management system, environmental management system, and food safety management system, as well as food safety system certification. And one key thing that is important for all organizations that will be ISO certified is internal communication. Okay, so internal communication, it is important that companies communicate. So the policies, if they don't communicate, find it. The policies are existing. There are some companies, definitely not like Nestle that I work, that will get their ISO without fulfilling all these things. You know the way Nigerians are. That it is when auditor is coming that they will just make one blast email for all the. So if you are in such a company, please find the policies. They will let you. They will know that you have gone somewhere. You have listened to somebody. Say, please, I want to know what is the growth pattern. What is the policy for growth in this company? But there's another one that nobody will tell you. It is called the politics of growth. So that's why I said the politics and the policies. The policies are documented. The politics exist in the air. Your relationship with people will make you to find it. If you are Casco, I don't talk to anybody, you will not find it. Those people who hate me in that company, I'm not growing. I've been here for 25 years, you will not grow. Because there is a politics behind growth. There was somebody I worked with who comes with one part of Nigeria that need respect, and their own respect should not happen in your mind. It must be visible. When you meet such a man on the road carrying book, you will collect the book from him. You may think it is eye service. It is not eye service, guys. Your pride does not pay your salary. Your pride does not promote you. What you are going in the same direction with the boss that likes to be served. All right. It's not like you are going opposite direction. You both met at the passage and is going to the same office you are going. Collect his handbag and say, good afternoon, sir. Some of them, if you say good afternoon and you did not add sir, you are not promoted that year. Excuse me. Do they write it on your forehead that you have told somebody, sir? Does it show on your forehead? When you go out, or when they increase your salary from 150K to 350K, and you buy that nice television, that television you've been dreaming about in your life, maybe in your parents' house it was black and white you watched, and then you're able to. Will they say that it is because of the SAR that you said? They will refuse to collect the money at Hayat Amaku or at LG. So the value, look, there are things you need to do at work. Don't let me lie to you. All those pride, they want me to serve them. If you keep behaving like that, you will not make progress. So there are certain politics. If you work with a boss that does not care about whether you use sir or not, you can call him by his first name. The important thing for him is that you get the job done. Please get the job done. If you start using sir for such a person, you will not get promotion because he will see it as high service. So you need to understand that one, they did not write it anywhere. It is for you to open your eyes and understand the policies documented and the politics not documented in that environment.
Well, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. I got a lot of value. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I don't know if you have more questions I would like to ask him. Please let's see your questions because we've taken so much of his time already. and it's about time that we let him go if you don't have more questions. But I think he has already done great justice to the presentation. I mean, it was an eye-opener for me personally, and I'm going to go back and meditate on all the things I have learned, because the essence of getting information is not just because information should be gotten, but because information is important for growth and advancement. So, I don't know if you have more things you want to say to us. I don't know if there's any other thing.
So someone says, is there a template you can share for us in planning our careers? I don't have a template for this. Like I will tell you the whole truth. Most 99%, okay, let me say 50% of my speaking engagements are on business. The remaining 50% are on preaching, because I preach the gospel. So I don't talk a lot about career. This is about the first time anyone has called me to come and talk about career. So that's why I took time to prepare this one. This is not anything, because I'm not used to talking about career. People see me as a business person, but few people try to dig into my past, because what we have done today is that you have dug into my past experience, and I'm glad to be. So I don't have anything like this, but I believe that there should be some on the internet. You can check personal development plan. There was one we used to use while I was on the job, but I've never used it since I left. I deal more with strategic planning for business, operational master plan and stuff like that. But for personal development plan, I don't have any such thing. So I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think nobody can get all the information they need on a particular thing. So this is where we get to make more research. So even though the available now, please, I'll personally advise that we go ahead and make research. There are plenty of avenue for you to do that. So, sir, can we connect? Like, how can we connect with you?
Okay, I'm on Instagram as Ayodeji Ebadan. I'm on Facebook as Ayodeji Ebadan. And my website is ayodeji.ebadan.com. I run a publishing company called Print Dr. Africa. You can follow us on Print Dr. Africa. Our website is printdrafrica.com, the first automated system in Sub-Saharan Africa that helps you to publish your book within the first 45 seconds. When you get there, you can instead of calling printer or publisher and then they keep pushing you, okay, talk to us. Within 45 seconds, you know how much it's going to cost you already, and you start your journey. So basically, that's what I do for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. On behalf of the Double Age Impact Summit, Impact Network, I want to sincerely thank you for your time. I will personally be in your inbox soon, sir. I hope you don't mind.
It's fine. And my latest book is on businessintelligencecookbook.com. If anyone can help me put it in the for those who are business inclined, you will get it at businessintelligencecookbook.com. You can get it, the soft copies, the hard copies. This is a book that has been featured on The Guardian, on The Sun. So you would love this book. Okay. Businessintelligencecookbook.com. Thank you. So my inbox is open. You can also reach me.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody.
Okay, so as you heard it clearly from him, you can go to businessintelligencecookbook.com. I think the link is supposed to be showing on your screen anytime from now. Businessintelligencecookbook.com. Yeah, you can go there to access his latest book on business intelligence. And if you're someone who is looking forward to opening a business, I think you should go and grab a copy of this particular book, because obviously you need business intelligence to be able to start a business, run and sustain it. Okay. And if you're not even thinking of starting your business at the moment, you can also grab a copy, because who knows when the information will come in handy. Another important reason that you need to get this book is because you're going to build relationship with him. When you get someone's book, you're not just getting a book, you're getting an opportunity to interact more with the person and to have more, healthy relationship with that person. So I will advise that you get a copy of this book. Please do not forget that this is the Career and Business Summit, proudly organized by the Double Edged Impact Network, and it is a 2-day event that started today and will progress till tomorrow. Okay, so if you looked at the flyer very well, you would know that we have four speakers on that flyer, and we just had the Pink Doctor talk to us. But the rest of the speakers, that the 3 speakers, will speak tomorrow. Because of the fact that we have to take up many people, like 3 people, we would kick off at 6 p.m. So our class tomorrow, the summit tomorrow, starts officially at 6 p.m. So don't forget what I said at the beginning of this particular summit, that you should send the link. I mean, we got plenty of value from him. And wouldn't you want other people to have exactly what you had, on a platter of gold? So don't be selfish. Please forward the link so that other people can join us tomorrow. So I want to welcome the person that called us together. Remember, I am an anchor, but there's a person who called us together, for this purpose, and his name is Ifegu Bonu Victor C. I'd like to welcome him to say something brief before we call it a day. So please, I don't know if you're still there, if you can still see me, if you can still hear me, I'd like you to do something in the comment section. Keep clapping. Please put your hands together and keep clapping until Mr. Ifegu Bonu Victor C comes to your screen. I don't know. I can't see anything. Have we gone to sleep? Okay, so keep clapping until Mr. Victor comes to the screen. Mr. Victor, you have the floor now. Okay, Mr. Victor, you have the floor now. I can't see anything, like I can't hear anything. Is it my network or what's happening?
Okay. All right. So, how the while I was speaking, I didn't know my mic is tech. So, all right. So, like now, what I'm saying is, in essence, is this: we put this together for you, for everyone out there, for every young person out there who may have one question or the other about his or her career or about his or her business. Maybe you want to start up a business or you want to go into a particular career. This conference has been designed specifically for you. Okay, so tomorrow the sessions that we have for tomorrow are all equally packed. Okay, they are all going to be impactful. First, we are going to be having Barrister Ifedi joining us to share with us insights on how to build sustainable businesses, especially as it applies to us in Africa, how to build sustainable businesses. And in case you don't know, Barrister Ifedi is a director at Founder Institute, okay, Founder Institute Lagos, okay. If you can Google Founder Institute, then you know who is going to be speaking to you tomorrow. All right. And then again, we are going to have the growth coach, Nella, who will speaking to us on how you, if you are in a career or if you are on a job or you want to get into one, how you can get into one successfully and how you can succeed on a job. She's going to be sharing with us that from her experience and many more. And then again, we are going to have a purpose-driven coach joining us all the way from the United States of America, and she's going to be sharing with us how to do not miss the session. It's going to be an impact session. Is the grand finale.
Because I am not going to miss it, because where else would I rather be than at the foot of people me, to get knowledge, because I gotta, I have to blow, and I cannot blow if I don't have information. So definitely I'm going to be back tomorrow. Okay, so V, thank you so much for your speech. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Very much, Arijay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where for the first day of the Business and Career Virtual Conference. I hope you learned a lot, because I did. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget that our time for tomorrow is 6 p.m. And it is a sin to come to this kind of thing and not tell other people. Please tell your friends, tell them something great is happening, and encourage them to be here with us. This kind of information is not something that you get so easily without paying. If you wanted to consult the paint doctor on a normal day, definitely it's going to cost you a lot. If you heard what he said when he went to meet his mentor, even the mentor told him that he didn't have time for him. But here he was sharing knowledge on how we can become better in a different field. So I advise that we tune in again 6 p.m. and bring someone. Don't forget, you can also join the Double Edged Impact Network as a member today. Imagine being a part of the organizing committee. Imagine being the host of this powerful event. Wouldn't you love it? This is a network that gives you the opportunity to accelerate in your career, accelerate in your purpose, and accelerate in every other area of your life. We have different arms, and I know you get to find out when you join. So just go to bit.ly/join DENDEIN, as you can see on your screen, bit.ly/join DEIN. So go there and become a member today. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Rose Joseph Umid. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.